And I found it very interesting that we read in the book of Kings where Naaman, who was a Syrian commander, he was not a churched individual. He was an army officer in a hostile opposing country to the nation of Israel. But through a series of fortunate or unfortunate events, depending on how you look at it, he comes into contact with the prophet Elisha in Israel and becomes a believer in God, in the one true God of Israel. And just probably hours after his conversion, he's getting ready to go back home. He's thanking Elisha for what has been done for him. And he says, I now recognize and believe that the God of Israel is the one true God, and I will never worship anybody other than him for the rest of my life. However, given my position in my home country as a senior official, there are certain things that are expected of me. Even though I only believe in God, when I go back home, my boss is still going to expect me to go into the temple of these idols that my country worships, and I'm going to be expected, by virtue of my position, to bow down. I'm not really worshiping them, but I have to do this if I want to keep my job, etc. And interestingly, Elisha doesn't condemn him or tell him not to do that. It's important to note that Naaman wasn't asking the question. He wasn't asking for permission. He was kind of making a statement, almost thinking out loud. But Elisha's response to him was just go in peace. And I thought that was a very fascinating response from the man of God in that scenario. And so I find that quite different than the stance that Daniel and his friends took.